I'm pretty sure you can't hear the trash trucks outside. On today's broadcast, Advizr launches its eponymous financial planning software. Will its easy-to-use interface win adoption from advisors? iQuantifi actually wants to be known as a robo-advisor. Find out how soon you might be using this automated planning tool in your business. And we've all seen our fair share of awful PowerPoint slides. Learn about the new app Microsoft is releasing that can inject some inspiration back into your presentations. So get ready, FPPad Bits and Bytes begins now. Hey everyone, I'm Bill Winterberg, and thank you for joining me for this week's snackable Advizr Technology News broadcast. Today's episode is brought to you by Total Rebalance Expert, the industry's largest privately owned portfolio rebalancing software provider. TRX features tax-efficient rebalancing, an easy-to-use interface, and more, all at an affordable price. Learn how you can gain a $500,000 return on your technology investment by downloading their latest white paper at fppad.com/TRX. Now, I spent the last 2 weeks covering technology news from Schwab Impact and the T3 Enterprise Conference, so if you haven't seen any of those updates yet, now is a good time to check out the FPPad YouTube channel so you don't miss a thing. Now on to this week's broadcast. This week's top story comes from, who else? Joel Bruckenstein, as he reviewed a new entrant to the financial planning software space called Advizr. In his November column for Financial Planning Magazine, Bruckenstein offers an overview of Advizr's easy-to-use interface designed to make a financial plan from start to finish in about 20 to 30 minutes. Now, Advizr is not the most comprehensive planning software on the market, but that's by design in order to make the data intake and plan calibration process as straightforward as possible. One desirable characteristic is that you can send a link to clients who can then enter their own information into a plan using the Advizr wizard. Advizr automatically creates a preliminary financial plan for you that you can review. You can customize it, tweak it, and then create the finished plan along with action steps for clients. Note, the new My Money Guide Lab from Money Guide Pro uses a similar strategy, so make sure you watch the video to learn more and look for the chicken. Anyway, read Bruckenstein's full review of Advizr using the links to this week's top stories at fppad.com/146. Next up is news of another financial planning software solution called iQuantifi. But what makes iQuantifi different is that the company enthusiastically embraces the robo-advisor moniker. I first connected with iQuantifi founder Tom White when he demoed an early version of his software at Finovate Spring 2012 in San Francisco. Since then, White has made significant updates to the platform, attracted some early-stage venture capital, and just recently announced plans to introduce a version of iQuantifi for use by you, the advisor. But like Advizr that I mentioned earlier, White says that iQuantifi deals with, quote, level 1 financial planning, unquote, and not the complicated needs of high net worth investors. But for less than $100 a year for consumers, iQuantifi is an attractive bridge between the custom financial plans created by advisors for a few $1,000s and no plan at all. Nevertheless, iQuantifi deserves a spot on your radar if you're interested in delivering basic, scalable planning to emerging clients at an affordable price. And finally, all this talk about financial plans makes me think of the presentations you use to convey information to clients. If you're guilty of committing death by PowerPoint, there are a number of alternative tools out there like Prezi, SlideShark, and Haiku Deck, but Microsoft isn't going to let those products take users away from its bread and butter presentation software. So this week, Microsoft started offering preview invitations to Sway, a new app you can use to easily create elegant presentations that work across most devices. Sway is a web-based app that uses photos, videos, and files from your computer, social media accounts, YouTube, and cloud storage services. If you're ready to migrate away from uninspiring PowerPoint templates but don't want to leave the Microsoft ecosystem, Sway might be the app you've been looking for. Find out how to request an invitation to Sway, as well as see stories that didn't make this week's broadcast by visiting fppad.com/146. Remember, Bits and Bytes exists because of the support of our sponsors. So visit Total Rebalance Expert to learn how their rebalancing software can create a return on investment of $500,000 for your business. Visit fppad.com/TRX to download their latest white paper. So I want to know, what financial planning software are you using in your business? Take my live poll at fppad.com/146 and choose your answer. Or send me a message on Twitter using @BillWinterberg, or leave a comment on the FPPad YouTube channel. For FPPad.com, I'm Bill Winterberg. See you next time. I tell you what, it feels really good to be back in the saddle again, right? Audio is on. That I look good. I hope you caught the audio that time. We don't need to take two at all. It's like riding a bicycle. I don't know, this jacket creates problems with my lenses. I'm not getting too boring, am I?